live. Okay, so today what we're going to talk about are what we call recursive formulas. They're different. They've got this a of they've got this a of the n minus 1 thing. Okay. Well, we've been teaching and learning are what we call explicit formulas, which I prefer. Explicit formulas are much easier to do. It's hard with these to come up with like the 100th term unless you make all 100 terms, which is kind of ridiculous. But what it does is it tells you what's going on. That's the only reason I like this. It says, okay, well, I'm going to be adding 6. Right? That's what I like about it. So just keep adding 6, add 6, add 6. So it tells you what to do. That's the good part about recursive formulas. Okay? But a couple of things we need to know. First of all, in our formula, you have to know the first term. You need to know, you got to know the first term. You have to be given the first term. And then this rule, a to the n minus 1, we're going to write as the previous term. That's the easiest way to remember it, okay? So, you know, if I want to find A10, in this example, I have to know A9. Okay, I'll say it again. If I want to find A10, I got to know A9. Or if I want to find the 12th term, I got to know the 11th term. Because I'm going to just add 6 to it. Does that make sense? Or if I want to make the 50th term, I'm going to have to know the 49th term, right? And then I add 6 to it to make that term. Okay, everybody got that? So when you see this term right here, this a to the n minus 1, it just means the term before it. Okay? That's all it means. So if I take a look at example 1, and I'm going to write the first 6 terms, I've got A1 already. A1 is 4, right? So if I want to find A2, A2, it will equal A to the 2 minus 1, right, plus 6. If I want to find, in this case, I'm letting n be 2. I want I want A2, which will equal A to the 2 minus 1 plus 6. Well, again, that's just A2 is equal to really, well, that's a 1, right? And I know what A1 is. A1's just 4, right? So A2 is just going to be 4 plus 6, which is 10. Okay, now I know I'm going to do this the long way, but I think you guys get the idea. So I know A2 is 10. A1 is 4. So if I want A3, so n is now 3. Okay, think about this. I know I want A3, n is 3, so it's going to equal. How do I find it? I find it by going A to the 3 minus 1, because n is 3, plus 6, okay? So I want to find the third term. So we take the second term and add 6. But I know what the second term is. Second term is 10, right? So now it's pretty easy. I mean, we don't have to do this every time. You got the idea, right? I mean, we don't need to plug it in every time. We just know it's going to be simply this. It's going to be 4. Then what do I do with it? Add 6, right? Then to get the next term, I go to the previous term. To get the next term, I go to the previous term and add 6 to it. To get the next term, I go to the previous term and add 6. See what I'm doing? To get the next term, I go to the previous term and I add 6 to it. Okay?
Sorry, I'm trying to find the...
No, you're good. You can't find... do you need... Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, I need the sheet. Sorry.
You need notes, don't you? Here you go. Thank you. Thanks, Kissel. So what I wind up with is a sequence that is 4, 10, 16, 22, 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 34, okay? It's not that hard, as long as you read it and know what it says, okay? So what do you think example 2 says? So we're going to take, to make the next term, we're going to take the previous term, we'll multiply by 3 and add 5. I'll say it again, we're going to take the, make the next term, which is, we get the first, and make the second term. Make the second term. I'm going to take the previous term, times that by 3, you have 5, okay? You got it. I don't know, let's check it out. So I know that my first term is negative 2. So I'm going to take then, to make the second term, I'm going to go 3 times my previous term, right? So negative 1. So A2 is negative 1. Okay. If I want to find A3, I go 3 times the previous term. Now, which one's the previous term? Negative 1, right? Plus 5. So A3 is negative 3 plus 8 is 2, okay? So if I want to find A4, I take 3 times the previous term. What's the term I just wrote down? 2 plus 5, right? Okay, and then I'm going to get 11. So to make A5, I take 3 times my previous term. What was my previous term? 11. See how this works? Plus 5 is 33 plus 5 is what? Yeah. I need 6 terms. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more. So to make A6, my formula says take 3 times 3 times the previous term. What was the previous term? 38 plus 5, right? I don't know. I need a calculator, right? Anybody, you got a calculator for me? What is it? 119, okay? All right. Thumbs up. All right, now, turn the page. So this is the same way. It's the exact same type of question, but it's just written differently. F of 0 is like the first term. So I'm going to rewrite it as A1. F of 0, start at 0 is 4, okay? So this is the same thing as the previous term. It's just written in a different way. They want to write as function form, okay? I don't invent this stuff. Somebody at the state level wants you to know this for the state test. Why? I don't know. I probably shouldn't be saying this because I'm recording myself and I could incriminate myself, can't I? Anyway, somebody at the state level wants you to know that you're going to take 3. So A2, you're going to take 3 times the previous term. In my, what's the previous term?
4.
Yeah, so what's my answer?
1.
To make A3, I'm going to take 3, all right, 3 is in the formula, times my previous term. What's my previous term? Which is, there you go. To make A4, I'm going to take, my formula says 3, times my previous term. I don't know, what's that, is that 108 or something like that?
Yeah.
108. Bye, you guys. Good luck, okay? Remember, we play the game because we love the game, right? Right, Braden? We play the game because we love the game. Win or lose, we play the game because we love the game. Okay, to make the fourth term, we'll let those guys go and then we'll continue, okay? Okay, bye guys. Good luck. Okay, so to make the fourth term, we take 3 times the third term, right? And I need a calculator, don't I? Let's see, maybe not. That's like this 24, 324 maybe? I can do that one. I need one more because I need 5 terms, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I got them all because I started at 0, okay? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. I got them all, okay? Got them
Don't you
done.
mean A5 then? Instead
Hmm?
of, like you wrote A4 twice.
I did. Thank you. That's why I got confused. Alex, thanks, man. How about A5, huh? Right? Thank you. I was confused. Okay, now example 4, we need a formula. So these formulas are actually pretty easy. They really are. So we need, first of all, you need two things. You always need to make a formula, a recursive formula. You always need A1. Okay? And then you need an equals a to the n minus 1 with some rule. Okay? Write that down. To make a recursive formula, recursive, these are different. These are different formulas what we've done in the past. I don't like these, but you know, it's on the state test. I like these. These are better. These are easier to use, right? These are the explicit formulas. These are the recursive formulas. Pretty lame-o, but we gotta learn them anyway, okay? They're not hard. They're not hard. They just don't help us much, right? Because you have a hard time making like the 20th term. So, here we go. I like the little braces. You don't have to, but I like the little braces. Okay, recursive rule. What do I need? Let's see. What do I need? I need A1. So what's A1? So we just say A1 equals 1. You gotta say the first term, okay? And then I gotta make a rule. A of n equals a to the n minus 1. And tell me what's going on. What's going on from here to here to here to here to here? So we're just adding 6, aren't we? That's my rule. So it's easier to understand, but it's not as useful. Just saying, take the previous term, add 6. Just keep adding 6, keep adding 6. That's really what's going on, right? We're just going plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, okay? All right? Thumbs up on that? Good. So example 5. Let's make a rule. So the first thing we got to do is what? What's the first thing we have to write? Got to know where to start. Does that make sense? You have to know where to start. So you got to list A1. What is A1? 2. Good. So you got to know where to start. And then you got to make a rule. A of n equals a to the n minus 1. And tell me what's going on. Yeah. So we're going to multiply it times 3. That's it. That's the rule. Start at 2 and keep multiplying by 3, multiplying by 3, multiplying by 3, right? Okay. So homework, and it's not a lot, and of course you guys want to keep working on your journals. I know that too. Or not on your journals, but your towers. Here I put my notes at. Here's my notes. Right. Page 218. 219 is pretty easy stuff. Page 218. And I might even change the homework to make it a little shorter. Hold on. Give me a second. 218, there it is. Let's just do 1 through 6 all, okay? 1 through 6 all. Not very many. You'll get it done in no time. It'll be really fast. And then you can start working on your test. We got lots of time, don't we, today, right? Okay, just 6 problems. Don't be so lazy.